Dr. Tom Preston, and Medical Director for Compassionate Choices of Washington. I've worked with many terminal patients who have used Compassionate Choices client support services. We provide, at no cost, expert counseling, information, and support for all Washingtonians considering what their best decisions and choices are for their end-of-life care. It's been my experience over the past 2 years that the Washington Death with Dignity Act has been used appropriately by those for whom it was intended. One of my major duties is to work with physicians to be sure everything is done according to the law and its guidelines. Physicians are extremely careful in assessing and qualifying these patients because anything outside the letter of the law remains a felony. I strongly reject the bishop's claim that physician aid in dying, as practiced here in Washington, is focused not on eliminating suffering, but on eliminating the patient. In fact, the Washington Death with Dignity Act is exactly focused on empowering patients to make their own end-of-life decisions and help them achieve a peaceful, dignified death while shortening the dying process and avoiding unnecessary extended suffering. For the church to say that we doctors want to eliminate our patients, nothing could be further from the truth. 85% of the people who use the Washington law are on hospice, and we see to it that they get good comfort care. We insist on it. Terminally ill patients use the law because they want to avoid extended suffering at the end. They want choice, control, and peace of mind. With those terminal patients who have qualified to use the Death with Dignity Act, I've observed peaceful dying. There's been overwhelming gratitude from patients and their families who have used the Death with Dignity Act. Because the family is with the patient at the end of their life, all can say their goodbyes. And as studies of the Oregon experience have found, families are more at peace with a loved one's death than families of patients who have died otherwise. The bishops would overrule and deny the legitimate decisions of patients to have autonomy at the end of life. That's not choice. That's the absence of choice. It is ideology, not compassion, to try to prevent dying patients from lessening the suffering at end of life. Assisting in suicide is a felony in Washington. What we are advocating is not suicide. Aid in dying is doctors helping patients shorten the medical conditions of extended dying and suffering that we have put them in. I can tell you from extensive personal experience that the bishops are wrong about our Death with Dignity law. It's providing great benefit to terminally ill patients and their families. Thank you.